Good evening and welcome to the evening news for today, Monday, March 20, 2023. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. Burnt remains of man found in AGRICOLA house one day after fire. Overseas mission in Guyana to perform life-changing surgeries for children. Guyana boosted with over 4,000 COVID-19 vaccines from Spain. Trial cultivation of millet to start in Guyana soon, and GMC to help PAKURI package agricultural produce as President Ali touts more village-led agri projects. Now for the news in detail. One day after a fire gutted his AGRICOLA East Bank Demerara house, the burnt remains of a man were found in the debris of the building. The discovery was made only after relatives of the man could not make contact with him. Here is Tasia Dickinson with our lead story tonight.
Dead is Kevin Trotman, a 45-year-old man formerly of Lot 101 3rd Street AGRICOLA East Bank Demerara. The fire gutted the two-story building at around 3 p.m. on Sunday. However, firefighters did not search the home upon advice from another occupant that no one else was at home. After the incident took place and Trotman could not be contacted, relatives decided to return to the scene on Monday, where the gruesome discovery was made.
I kept looking for him because we know his movements. It is somewhat controlled and confined to the home circle. But after we didn't see him, I persisted and came out and looked and came back. And one fellow was with me, and we looked and we saw the flies, and we assumed, and I took a piece of wood and pried, and there was the body.
Trotman was the father of an 8-year-old girl who resides with other relatives in AGRICOLA. Trotman resided in the upper flat of the building alone, while the bottom flat was occupied by a woman and her 7 children. The fire service has determined that the fire started by a child playing with matches, which ignited a foam mattress and caused the flame to spread. Meanwhile, another 2-story building located at Lot 102, which was situated on the southern side of the building of origin, was also affected by the blaze. Due to radiated heat from the building of origin, the building and its contents were also destroyed. The building was owned by 45-year-old Sonia Hope, which she occupied along with her family of 4. 2 more buildings were also affected by the radiated heat, resulting in some home appliances, construction tools, and walls being damaged. Tasia Dickinson for the evening news.
A family of 6 is now homeless after their Cottonfield Essequibo Coast house was this afternoon destroyed by fire. The evening news understands that the fire was reportedly started by a 5-year-old child who was playing with matches. The 2-story structure was owned and occupied by Tracy Devalier, her husband, her son, and his wife, along with a 5-year-old and a 1-month-old. By the time the fire service arrived at the scene, the house was already flattened from the flames. There are no reported injuries as a result of the blaze, but the family is counting their significant losses. The body of an East Kanji laborer was on Sunday morning discovered lying in the street at Canefield Village, East Kanji, Region 6. Our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael reports that family members are suspecting foul play.
Dead is 36-year-old Imran Ali, called Mice of Reliance, East Kanji. The discovery of his body was made by a villager who alerted his sister, who lives 3 houses away from where the body was found at Canefield. Fazila Ali told this newscast that she was in bed at about 6 hours when she was alerted.
When I went, I saw him on the ground, lay down, face down. And I started to make some couple phone calls. And I get my cousins and so neighbors, they call the police, and so on. The police arrive.
According to her, when investigators arrived at the scene, they turned the body over. She noticed that blood was oozing from one of his eyes. At the time, the man still had a radio attached to his hand.
One side was out of his hand with the other one down, and it was like over, and there was no other signs that we see. He was barefoot.
What does it look like as it happened?
Well, we're saying, to what I saw, I think it's murder because that's the only thing come to mind.
Police in a statement said that relatives related that they had received information that the man was sleeping on the road, which was a normal habit whenever he consumed alcohol. The statement added that at about 20 hours on Saturday, the man was seen walking through the street drinking alcohol and appeared to have been in a drunken state. Police said that the now dead man sometimes went to an abandoned house in the street. It was in front of the abandoned house that his body was found. This was confirmed by neighbors. Ali referred to her brother as a very willing person, noting that he did odd jobs in the community. However, she said her brother was not an alcoholic and had an apartment of his own.
He don't be home, he's want to be out, and he drinks, yes, he smokes, but he's not trouble nobody when he's on the road. He go his way, he come his way. Nobody, he don't trouble nobody. I don't know if anybody would want to do anything to him.
Police are awaiting on an autopsy as the investigation continues. For the Evening News, Andrew Carmichael.
A mother of 3 on Saturday morning stabbed her reputed husband to death at their 4th Street, Albertown, Georgetown home. Dead is 23-year-old Isan Hamilton. Hamilton and his reputed wife, who is a waitress, occupied one of 3 bedrooms on the upper flat of a family house with their 3 children. Police said that Hamilton's aunt reported that she was in the kitchen when she saw her nephew rushing out of his bedroom, holding his left side abdomen, saying, "Look what Dacia did to me." According to the aunt, she placed her nephew to sit in a chair in the living room and saw that he had a stab wound to his left side lower abdomen. Police said that the woman reported that she then saw her nephew's reputed wife exiting the bedroom with a silver knife in her hand. She said as she waited on a taxi to arrive to take her nephew to the hospital, she tried to inquire from the suspect what occurred, but received no answer. Hamilton was taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, where he subsequently died while receiving treatment. His reputed wife has since been taken into custody as the investigation continues. We now report that a pedestrian died on Saturday night after a car ran over him at Stanleytown, West Bank, Demerara. Dead is Kelson Ferreira of Lot 68, Stanleytown, West Bank, Demerara. According to police, the accident occurred at about 22:30 hours on Saturday. Police said motorcar HD 2943 was being driven by a 33-year-old man of Bell West Housing Scheme, West Bank, Demerara, and was proceeding east along the northern side of the road when the left side front wheel ran over the pedestrian, who was lying on the northern side of the road, suspected to be under the influence of alcohol. The body was picked up in an unconscious state by undertakers of Ezekiel Funeral Home and escorted to the West Demerara Regional Hospital. Ferreira was pronounced dead on arrival. The driver is in custody assisting with the investigations. Several children will be given a new lease on life as a mission arrives at the Georgetown Public Hospital to conduct open heart surgeries over the next week. Rupasina Ryan tells us more.
Some 20 overseas healthcare professionals, including doctors, surgeons, respiratory therapists, and nurses, are volunteering their services to perform 10 life-changing surgeries this week. The government, through the Health Ministry, has expended some $60 million to procure needed equipment, supplies, and specialized medications that will be used.
On the greater good of this year, that we are all putting our efforts together to make this mission a success. There are partners from Gift of Life and from GPAP who are here volunteering their services. There are 20 doctors, 20 persons travel from across the world to be here. There are doctors, respiratory therapists, nurses. They are all lending their support, volunteering their services so that we can give these kids a new lease of life.
The children range from 8 months to 16 years of age. However, the mission is not limited to only surgical intervention, Rambaran pointed out. According to Head of Pediatrics Dr. Tariq Davidson, there are over 100 persons with congenital heart defects and thereby require surgical intervention.
Improvements in our healthcare system means that we're diagnosing more and more patients. Patients are surviving for longer, and thus that list of patients actually continues to expand. So this is just the first step in a series of steps that needs to be taken to address that backlog of patients that are there.
This mission was made possible by Gift of Life International and the Guyana Program to Advance Cardiac Care. Chief Executive Officer of Gift of Life, Rob Railman, shared that they have been working in 80 countries, treating over 46,000 children.
The investment that this government has shown in developing a program to care for their children is exceptional. the support from the hospital, from nurses to doctors to the administration, from the CEO to Dr. Davidson, who's been an absolute tremendous advocate for the children of this country, is exceptional. And I want to thank you for your partnership. And you're probably right. I don't think we would be here if it wasn't for the advocacy that you've shown, the passion you've shown for caring for your children. We are approached by governments all over this world, and it is the government and the hospital that are the reason why we're here today.
The GPHC is planning to have another mission in Guyana by December. Rupa Sinarayan, The Evening News.
As the country continues to record low numbers of COVID-19 cases, the Ministry of Health today received a sizable donation of Pfizer vaccines from the Kingdom of Spain. Tasia Dickinson has the details.
Guyana received 4,800 Pfizer vaccines from the Kingdom of Spain to help in its efforts to combat COVID-19. During a simple handing over ceremony on Monday, Spain's ambassador to Guyana, Fernando Nogales, emphasized that not only is vaccination proven to be the most scientifically sound approach to fighting the virus, but it is the best show of civic duty that a person can show as a responsibility to the people around them.
That makes me happy, and this again proves that Spain is a constant partner of Guyana. We are going to be here. I'm based in Trinidad and Tobago, but I'm happy that I'm coming on a regular basis. We have an excellent honorary consul that is with us, Mr. McDoon, and the government of Spain is always happy. And these 2 years, it's been has allowed that the COVAX mechanism works very fluidly, and now the vaccines have arrived without any problem.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Narayan Singh shared that this donation comes at an opportune time given that the ministry is presently out of stock of vaccines. Guyana's COVID-19 figures have been low for some time now, with 3 active cases recorded as of Friday last. Meanwhile, the Health Ministry will soon receive 8,640 bivalent vaccines through the COVAX mechanism. Tasia Dickinson for the Evening News.
Coming up, GMC to help PAKURI package agricultural produce as President Ali touts more village-led agri projects, and mash floats dumped in New Amsterdam. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
It's the big taste you love. Devon Big Six. For when you want more. Devon Big Six. The biggest 6 in Guyana. More chocolate. More custard. More value. Devon Big Six. Put a smile on your face.
Place your bets during the matches and win up to $3 million per coupon with live betting. Check out all the different matches and bet types at www.superbet.gy. Superbet, your best bet. Must be 18 years and older. Terms and conditions apply.
It was a long car ride home, and Kyla started to crave the all-natural Ripples Crunch. Ah yes, that was all she could think about. She thought she was dreaming, but it seemed so real. Daydream or not, the craving still hit, and she couldn't wait to rip into it. Sunshine Snacks Ripples Chips. Rip into 100% real potato goodness.
Sunshine Snacks Ripples. Rip into real.
Premier insurance coverage for less. Stay safe.
Sun or rain? Up or down? No one knows what tomorrow will bring, but with Premier's commercial property insurance, you'll be ready. For all risks insurance, call 223-0840 or visit premierinsurance.gy. Fuel your success. Premier Insurance. Premier insurance coverage.
Welcome back. You're watching the evening news. With help from India, Guyana will soon start the trial cultivation of millet in regions 4, 9, and 10 with the aim of transitioning to large-scale production. Gerald Bryan reports that not only will this be a potential crop for export, but it will also boost food security locally. Here are the details.
President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali made the announcement on Saturday during a virtual address at the launch of the Global Millet Conference in New Delhi, India. According to the president, millet has the potential to boost rural income and support poverty reduction. He noted that Guyana itself will soon start test trials in at least 3 regions with help from India.
Guyana has identified the production of millets as having great potential towards enhancing national and regional food security. As CARICOM implements Vision 25 by 2025 to reduce the food import bill by approximately $1 billion by 2025, millet is an ideal solution to increase self-sufficiency and reduce reliance on imported cereal grains. Guyana looks forward to strengthening its cooperation with India to kickstart large, medium, and small-scale production of millets. India is the largest millet producer in the world, and through collaboration, Guyana hopes to embark soon on the sustainable production of millets. In pursuit of this ambition, the government of Guyana has offered 200 acres of land for exclusive millet production.
Ali said that in return, India will provide technical guidance and support along with the technology for millet. The president explained that Guyana has the optimal conditions for millet production, and moreover, this project will be a major boost to the regional 25 by 2025 vision.
Our warm climate will allow for a conducive soil temperature that is essential for the sprouting and germination of the millet seeds. Based on the minimal soil and climatic requirements, Guyana will commence trials to produce millets in 3 acres across the country, Region 4, Region 9, and Region 10. Millets have the potential to be a game changer in ensuring greater food security across the world, given their high nutritional properties and resilience in adapting to hot and dry climatic conditions. Millets provide an affordable and nutritious option to addressing food insecurity.
Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa is currently in India and participated in the roundtable discussion. The year 2023 was declared the International Year of Millets by the United Nations General Assembly. Gerald Bryan, The Evening News.
With the success of an integrated farming agricultural project in PAKURI, also known as Sid Cuthbert's mission, President Dr. Irfan Ali has assured that the community's example will be used as a model for how to achieve food security at the community level. Here is Gerald Bryan again with the details.
President Dr. Irfan Ali paid the PAKURI community an impromptu visit over the weekend, where he inspected the progress villagers have made in agriculture. It was explained that harvesting of the crops being grown will start in 2 months' time. The president commended the community, noting that it serves as a model for integrated agriculture.
As you can see, they have a wide variation of agricultural crops. They have daily food vegetables. They're planting bananas, plantains. They're planting the red beans. They now have the shade house coming on stream. The shade house should be in full operation in a few weeks, and then we have the we're still looking at the livestock prospect for the community. So I would say in another year this community will be a model community for integrated farms, and to show how small community can be an important part in the food production system and can be an important part of in the whole ecosystem of producing food not only for themselves.
President Ali noted that once the harvesting starts, the government through the Guyana Marketing Corporation, GMC, will help the community to package the produce being sold.
The Guyana Marketing Corporation now will be the next step in the link. So when the red beans is harvested, and we will know the yield. You have the expected yield. So we We'll know the yield in 2 months' time, and then the Guyana Marketing Corporation will help them with the marketing of that red bean.
Further, the president noted that they can use technology gained from the government's recent visit to India to improve yields in specific crops like red and black-eyed beans.
We are hoping very soon to have the technical personnel, not to do studies, but to actually come here and work with the farmers to do the planting in country, so that we can have a massive expansion of the beans production in the country itself. So I think I'm very pleased to see the progress that is being made in this community, and to see and to demonstrate this will be a demonstration of a workable model, what integrated farming is. Integrated farming is not only taking care of the community needs. So one aspect of it is to ensure food security within the community itself.
Jarrell Bryan, The Evening News.
Acknowledging the importance of a world-class healthcare system in the overall development of a country, President Dr. Irfan Ali has assured that his government is working hard to ensure public hospitals can offer services on par with private hospitals. Rupa Sinarain tells us more.
President Dr. Irfan Ali gave this assurance during the launch of a histopathology lab and a 128-slice CT scanner at the Dr. Balwant Singh Hospital on Saturday. According to the president, one of the reasons many people migrate is due to inadequate health care. He noted that this is something that government is intending to change, since persons put a value on health care that is both of quality and affordable.
We are no longer saying health care for Guyanese, because we want to position the healthcare system to be attractive to international traffic. And we have some natural international traffic that will come our way. We have a huge diaspora. We have the regional traffic. So how is it we can get what they go to India for example? Health tourism is huge in India. How do we redirect that traffic in a way that Guyana can earn foreign currency through the delivery of healthcare system? It can only happen if we build the ecosystem, if we build the architecture, if we present a modern healthcare platform through which we can deliver this service, this global service.
According to the president, the three most important storms that the world will have to grapple with in the coming years are energy security, food security, and climate change. He added that the goal is to have Guyana play a key role in the solutions to all three. But part of building resiliency, he added, is having a proper healthcare system.
A healthcare system that offers services that are reliable, efficient, modern, and this investment by Balwant Singh puts us one step higher on a modern platform of delivering healthcare.
The new lab will, among other things, be used to prepare tissue samples for analysis by specialists. It also features non-touch controls and disposal of tissue. Rupa Sinarain, The Evening News.
Our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael joins us now to report on the issue of improper disposal of the floats that were used in the Mashramani Parade festivities in Region 6 a few weeks ago. Here's a look.
The 2023 MASH Costume and Float Parade culminated here in New Amsterdam with a parade in New Amsterdam from Marks Bridge, which ended here on Stelling Road in the town of New Amsterdam. What some of the revelers did was just to dump their floats here at Stelling Road and several parts of New Amsterdam. We started to get a comment from the mayor and town council as to what is happening in the town, but we were referred to the regional Mashramani committee. 15 days ago, revelers tramped through the streets from Marks Bridge going through Main Street and turned into Vryhead Road, then into Strand before heading to Stelling Road where the parade ended. The huge turnout has made the event once again the #1 event in New Amsterdam. This year was the largest in terms of participation. The Guyana Power and Light did not participate in the activity here in New Amsterdam on March 5th. However, in front of GPL, several floats were dumped and just left here. This sign says, "Welcome to Silica City." It is in New Amsterdam. One might wonder why it is that they refer to Berbice as the ancient county. Probably because things are just the way they were some time ago. For the Evening News from New Amsterdam, Andrew Carmichael.
And now for a look at the bird reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge is scheduled to be closed on Tuesday, March 21st at 4:15 hours for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is scheduled to be closed on Tuesday, March 21st at 16:20 hours for a period of 1.5 hours.
Falcons upstage GDF in Rugby 12s, and Chases Academy wins big in another Milo weekend. Details of these stories and more in the Sportcast, sponsored by MacCorp, coming up on the other side of the break.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
John Lewis Styles has opened a new department, now offering home goods. Here you can find quality sheets and towels, pillows, blankets, and even bath mats and shower curtains. Organize your laundry with clothes baskets, fabric steamers, irons, and ironing boards. For the kitchen we have small appliances, towels and mittens, pot sets and dinner sets too. Decorate the house with mirrors, picture frames, floating shelves, and decorative pillows. All these and more on Waterloo Street. It's fashion for the home. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
Complete control of power is in your hands with the ultimate U.S. brand Generac generators from Sylvie's Variety Store. Get the supply and reliability you need every time. From 1,800 to 8,000 watts of power for residential and commercial use. Recoil and electric start with gasoline engines. Generac generators from the authorized dealers Sylvie's Variety Store.